Listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio podcast. Hey, Aliyah Boston, South Carolina. Man, oh man, I'm trying to tell you guys something here. You look at Boston and what Boston did on the floor last night, giving you 37 minutes, right? Boston hitting the deck, getting 9 of 13. Boston fired up a three-pointer, man. I want to get it in too. And you want to look at it from the free throw line. Boston went 6 of 7. Boston got you 3 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive, put 10 up on that end, got you 4 assists, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, and man, oh man, came out of -4 with 24 points, battling Brittany Griner all night long. I take that. You know, and Coach White was on the team. Coach White had a little knee-jerk reaction. Nobody played good. I beg to differ. Folks. I'm telling you, I'm watching Aliyah Boston, and I'm talking you know what? I talked a lot about Angel Reese being the most improved, but I'm going to look at Aliyah Boston right now because I saw when Aliyah Boston, that rookie year, I saw Aliyah Boston come back last year, and now I see Aliyah Boston handling the rock, coming up, pushing pace, saying, look, let's go. And that's what the Indiana Fever got a big challenge with, right? Because the other players are getting too winded, right? Because here's what happened. And I'm going to break this down because once Boston elevated up, everybody else, all the newcomers need to elevate up because here's what you got. You got Caitlin at a high level. You got Mitchell at a high level. Now you got Boston at a high level. And now you got Lexi Hall at a high level. Man, everybody needs to push that pace to that level because those players of the Indiana Fever, I know they called it a big 3, right? But you got Lexi Hall. It's a big 4. And Boston is pushing pace. Boston is like, give me that ball in the open court. I'm going to dance. Kudos to the Indiana Fever, to the players' development. You didn't put the spin move on Boston. You got Boston balling out. All right, I mean, Boston, man, look. Guys, look. Boston went against Brittany Griner, didn't back down. Boston went against Camila Cardoso, didn't back down. Boston is giving these guys the business. Folks, and when I say somebody gives you the business, let me break that down. That means on the defensive end, I'm going to block you, I'm going to rebound, I'm going to control you. There's nothing you're going to do. You even think about guarding me on the offensive end, I'm going to make you wake up out of your dream. That's what Boston's doing. Man, Boston is, hey, sometimes, you know what? A player can eat a certain fruit. Sometimes a player might might have a little bit of pomegranate juice. Sometimes players, may need a little bananas or something. Whatever you did with Aliyah Boston, you better mask it and put lightning in a bottle because the first 2 games that I've seen Aliyah Boston, she is balling out and nobody can touch Aliyah Boston. Now, that's a coach's dream. You know why? Because she's not always going to be the tallest. She's not always going to be the biggest. She's not always going to be the strongest. She's got the proper English etiquette to speak to anyone, whether it's in the United States or international. Now, okay, now let's hold on for a minute. But when you get in between that 94 feet of the court, man, Boston running around there like a superwoman cape. And it's like, handle me if you can because you about to get the business. And when you get the business done on you, I'm telling you, Boston, I could tell you, folks, you can go 37 minutes. Clark played 38 minutes. You got Boston saying, Coach, I don't need a rest, right? Because the others don't want to put in the work. Okay, but Boston's putting in that work. Caitlin Clark's putting in that work. Kelsey Mitchell is faster than I ever seen. And you got Lexi Hall. Now, what you got to do is all the other players. Now, Sophie was ready to get up in that, right? Because Sophie's got that kind of mentality going. So you get Sophie and Boston together, they can get jiggy with it, right? The Fever got what it needs. This is a team of veterans. And it's got a team of young rookies. Now, the rookies, who are the younger players, right? You got Boston, they're not rookies, but they're 3-year vets, right? You got Boston, okay, and you got Caitlin Clark, you got Lexi. They're playing at a faster pace than the other players. And the other players got to pick up the pace. Now, when you do that, boy, you get winded. But Boston said, I'll take this role. You want to let me bring it up the court? Boston, I can bring it up the court. It's amazing to me when I see players, and I love it because I take them all and make them point guards. I can take a Boston with those kind of skills Boston's displaying now in the training and the work she's doing. Folks, it's contagious, and she ain't going to stop. Boston will be knocking down three-point shots. Boston's going to be hitting the mid-ranges. Boston's going to take you off the dribble. Boston sees openings, angles that she's never seen before, and that comes from hard work and dedication. I can give it to you the way I do, but I got to give it to you straight. Aliyah Boston, South Carolina, coming in, Indiana Fever, 3-year vet and taking down names. And we will see Brittany Griner and Boston battle. And I'm going to tell you this, Griner, she got in there. She got you 21. Boston got you 24. Boston blocked her shot. So, that's going to be game on here when we go up here to Atlanta. You know what? You get on up on the 85 South. Let's see what happens. The Indiana Fever got some redemption. I know Boston going to show up. I know Caitlin going to show up. I know Lexi Hall going to show up. And I know Kelsey Mitchell going to show up. Now we need to take that energy, that's right, that energy, pass it on to the other Indiana Fever. They got to show up too. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. I'm going to always tell you all things are possible to those who believe. The WNBA is fantastic. I'm enjoying every minute. We'll see you soon.